What up, YouTube? Got to go through all these playoff teams or potential playoff teams and all these teams hooping right now because the basketball in the month of April has been insane. And one team I haven't covered so far on my YouTube channel is the LA Clippers. Yes, you heard correctly, the LA Clippers. Honestly, this is a team that a lot of people were kind of low on. They didn't know what to expect with like PG leaving. I know this is way back at the beginning of the season. They were low on them after what they saw from Harden. You don't know when Kawhi's coming back. He's not going to be playing until like January. And then, lo and behold, despite the fact they are the 8th seed, that's more a testament to how wild this Western Conference is. They're also one of the hottest teams in the league, 8-2 in their last 10, 13-3 in their last like 16. And it's just crazy where they were projected to be. And it's also crazy how PG's fall off happened. They bet on their depth. They bet on getting role players. They bet on the duo of Harden and Kawhi. And fingers crossed, it may be possible. And the point of this video is, do we trust the LA Clippers? Because we've been burned by them before. Obviously, you don't know if you can trust playoff James Harden. I feel like that's a little overstated, but specifically with the Clippers, it always comes back to Kawhi and whether or not he can survive a playoff run. They tried so many different ways, load managing him, playing him last year. It doesn't work. His knees give out. And it's unfortunate that he has degenerative knees because he is one of those players where despite the fact that he is an all-time great, he's not going to have the longevity stats because of his injury. But so God bless that 2019 Toronto run, but like he could, bro, he could have been something crazy with the accolades if not for these like playoff, like not being able to play in the playoffs because of his like knee issues and all the meniscus tears, ACL tears, swelling in the knee, you name it. And it's really taken away from his career. And now they've decided to, hey, let's play him, but let's ramp him up and like start him in January, see if he can last from January to like hopefully fingers crossed in June if you make the finals. And then after that, he could rest his knee over the summer and start that process all over again. And right now it's working, man. They're 21-11 when Kawhi plays, which equates to like a 650 win percentage. And if you do the math and do all like the multiplying and stuff, that makes out like a mid 50 win team, which would be like the 4th best record in the league behind OKC, Cleveland, and Boston. So that is saying something. James Harden was able to keep them afloat for the most part, keep them like around 500 before Kawhi came back, and he was able to carry the offense or at least make the offense passable. You could always trust James Harden, the system, to at least make an offense passable or average, because right now they're 18th in offensive rating, which isn't the greatest, but I feel like it's gotten better ever since like Kawhi's gotten back and ever since they made some minor moves in the trade deadline, getting Bogdanovich from the Atlanta Hawks, traded for him, and then getting Ben Simmons, which helps with defensive switchability and stuff like that. So they added another shooter, they added another defender. They added Chris Dunn in the offseason. They got Derrick Jones Jr. in the offseason. Norman Powell has stepped up immensely with PG leaving. He's taken up that load scoring wise. He's obviously trickled off recently due to injury and obviously Kawhi being back, and now there's more players available to the ball to go around. So Norman's had an amazing season. If not for like rules and him not missing enough time, he could have been the most improved player of the year. Zoo has been great with more opportunities. That connection with Harden, he's averaging 17 points, 13 rebounds, like a block, but he's been great defensively, anchoring a top 3 defense in the league. And they're so close with Orlando that they could finish a top 2 defense in the league, only trailing OKC. And that's one of the reasons why I like this Clipper team, because they're decent offensively now that Kawhi is looking like actually Kawhi. Because I don't know if y'all noticed, but in the month of March or just post All-Star break, Kawhi is averaging his typical crazy robot numbers on shooting 50-40 splits, 80% from the free throw line. That's the only thing that's a little down, but he's averaging damn near 25 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And he's hooping right now, man. So Kawhi, Harden, even Harden's hooping post trade deadline because he hasn't been the most efficient. He was shooting sub 40%. Right now, he got back up to 40% field goal percentage, and he's shooting Post trade deadline, like 43% from the field, like 36% from three, averaging like 24, 6, and 9 or something like that. And for the season, he's averaging 23, 5, and 8, or 23, 5, and 9. So interesting stuff from the Clippers, man. I'm excited. Ty Lue's a decent coach. They got switchable defenders like Nick Batum, Chris Dunn, Kawhi, Ben Simmons. They have capable offensive pieces like Kawhi, Zoo, James. DJJ can be a halfway decent shooter. Bogey, Norman Powell. So they have a team, man. They have like a solid, like, I want to say 8, maybe 9-man rotation, give or take. And if they could get out of the play-in, that'd be nice. But hey, man, this Western Conference playoff might be a movie. Fingers crossed. I want the injuries to be turned off, but watch out for the Clippers, bro. I know they haven't done a lot to be given trust this past decade, but it's interesting right now, man. Comment down below your thoughts on the Clippers. Subscribe to the channel would be great. Do you think the Clippers are a threat out west? Do you think they could be a dark horse contender? Let me know that goes down below. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Follow me on TikTok at Denny Nuggets. And as always, guys, have a good one. Peace.